the book is calling for 3/4 of an inch. So this is the setup I'm going with. It's going to be the 2 1/4 inch spacer, the 2 1/2. So that gets me right where I need to be. This spacer is a 3994248. It's 2 1/4. This little fan I put on isn't cutting it. So it's a 17, I think it's a 17 inch or 17 1/2. I mean, it's just not cutting it. I'm gonna have to put... So this is what I think is happening. So my car, this is the 562 fan. This is the fan that's in the assembly manual for an L35 car with K02 cooling. This is the fan that I bought. So if you, in 66, if you ordered, and so this fan has the 233 hub and the 3-inch bolt spacing. This fan has the 260 2.6 inch hub diameter and the 3 1/4 inch bolt spacing. And the blades aren't flat. These blades are flat. They're attached to just, the blades are attached to these parts, and in here they're sort of a perforated. So this fan sits a little bit closer to the radiator than this fan does. But so what they're saying, from what I found out, if you ordered a hydraulic lifter car with AC or heavy duty cooling, the 4-row radiator, you got this fan. And in 68, they changed it. If you ordered a hydraulic lifter engine, like, big block, if hydraulic lifter like an L35 in 68 with AC or heavy duty upgraded cooling, heavy duty radiator, like 4-row radiator, you got this fan with fan clutch. So the 2710 fan clutch that I first bought from O'Reilly's would fit this fan. So their website is correct. I had to, unfortunately, for 68, it calls for the same fan clutch. So the information begins to skew a little bit. So I had to sort of figure out fan clutches would fit this fan that I bought. So here is an example of the 276 fan. The 562 fan, this blade would be completely flat, and there would not be this little perforation right here. So it'd be flat. So that's really the only, and the hub dimensions of the hub. So that's really the only difference between this fan and the 562 fan. And I've also read that this fan could come on your car in 66 as well. I don't know. I'm not going to, unless a 562 fan presents itself at a reasonable price, like $40 or something. I got this fan for $40. So I mean, this is a, this is a swap meet fan, $20 swap meet fan, 25 years ago, maybe 10, $10. Flex fans were more prized than these OEM fans. But this fan is really just, it almost looks, it's been well preserved. I mean, there's no. So here is all mocked up, all newish. I'll take a video of this before I put it on the car when there's more light, but it's looking pretty sharp. Brand new to me. It's pretty awesome. Now it just it just needs to work. There's like 2 thumbnails of clearance between the crank pulley and this water pump pulley. It's like ridiculous. If the water pump shaft ever, if it ever goes out, this pulley would rub, I'm sure, on the crank pulley or hit the balancer. It clears the balancer pretty well. It's fully clear, but it's really close. It's probably maybe 2 fan blades thickness, maybe one and a half fan blades. That is a fan clutch. And a new pulley. That's the 0356 pulley that I've had sitting in my box for, good 12, 13 years. So I dragged it out, put it on. It's got just a smidge of clearance, but enough, where it's not going to rub. So it's just like so close, it's ridiculous. It's like idling at about 650